I am going against convention and jumping right into it, and all I ask is that if you find this helpful, subscribe. So the problem you have is that when you delete media files from within the Blackmagic app, the iPhone still has this whole deleted segment allocated as system data. And even though you technically deleted the files, it doesn't actually free up space on your iPhone. The solution: don't delete the files from within the Blackmagic app. Instead, use the Apple Files app and navigate to On My Phone, to Blackmagic Cam, to Media, then select All and Delete. Once that's done, back out to the main Browse menu and select Recently Deleted. Then select All and Delete again. Voila! No more huge chunk of system data taking up space on your phone. Subscribe, comment, like, and stick around if you want to see the whole video. So we recently traveled to Europe and once again decided to solely use an iPhone to vlog. Part of me wants to haul my Sony cams and lenses, but we found that it's far easier to just bring an iPhone with a few accessories. It's lighter, it's easier to manage power and data, and ultimately it makes traveling more enjoyable. It's so nice to walk about the cities or into museums and restaurants with nothing but an iPhone in my pocket. So to maximize shooting on an iPhone, I found that I need 4 extra essentials, starting with an external mic. We have used 2 and would suggest either one, the Rode Video Micro 2 and the DD V-Mic D4 Mini. Both come with a wind muff, shock mount, and cords, but you also need an adapter to plug in the mic. We have an iPhone 14 Pro with a Lightning port adapter. I lean towards the DD because I can mount it farther back on top of the phone so that the wind muff isn't in the shot when I'm shooting extra wide. Both work great in light wind. However, for much of our trip, it was extra windy thanks to multiple winter storms. And they were pretty much useless in 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
It's not windy at all.
Of course, you can't mount the mic without some sort of accessory with a shoe mount to support the mic on top of the iPhone. We actually have some cheap universal phone holders from Amazon that work fine. And for a while, our go-to was a Joby HandyPod. At the moment, however, we spent a little bit extra and got a Polar Pro Light Chaser 14 Pro. They have a 15 for the new phone as well. But I love this case, and it has this awesome grip, it has a shoe mount on top, and it keeps everything really nice and compact. And the biggest win for us with this case is the ability to add an ND filter over the iPhone camera lenses. It's basically sunglasses for your lenses that allow you to shoot video at the optimal shutter speed, giving you a nice natural motion blur which will set your mobile video apart. The Polar Pro package comes with a variable ND, which is great when it's partly cloudy or if there's lighting that's inconsistent. You can just simply adjust exposure by turning the filter. And of course, all of this is pointless unless you have a video app that allows you to manually control audio and video settings. The go-to for a while for us was Filmic Pro, which has a ridiculous amount of features. We used that last year in Europe, and you can watch the videos here. It's great, but they recently moved to a yearly subscription model costing $49 annually, and I was like, no thanks. So this year we used the Blackmagic camera app, which has pretty much all of the same functionality, and I would contend that it's actually easier to use, and it's free. There's a whole bunch of videos out there that take deep dive tutorials, so to keep it short and sweet, I did find 2 glitches with data management. First was the inability to select all when viewing video files within the app, which was weird. And second was the bigger issue of the iPhone system data, which I encountered, which I covered at the beginning of this video. I searched through websites and forums and YouTube and couldn't find a solution, which ultimately is why I made this video with the workaround. Now I only have an iPhone with 256 gigabytes of storage, so I had to move data from the iPhone to external hard drives. Now the iPhone can't power these on their own, which is why I needed an adapter that enabled me to plug in the iPhone to give power to the phone and the external drives and transfer data. And once again, using the Apple Files app, I could transfer and back up all of my video files without needing a computer. And that is all. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, cheers.